Hey BookTube, it's Jackie. How's it going? If you are new to me and this is the first time you're seeing this face, hello, what's up? My name's Jackie. I sit on my floor and I talk about books. So I hope that's why you're here, because that's what's going to be happening today. If you are not new to me, thank you for always tuning in and the continued support. I really do appreciate it. So today for you, as you can see from the day's title of the video, I have a recommendation video for you. I do. I was asked to collab along with 20 plus other ladies on another one of the queen of collabs over here on BookTube, Beccie over at BecXReads. She invited me to collab with all these lovely ladies on dark books. Dark books. That was it. That was all I got. Dark books. I could take that as I wanted. It could be dark in color. It could be dark in genre. It could be spell the word dark with their titles. Dark could be in the title. I could do it any way I want. I could be creative. I could have fun. I could do whatever. The sky's the limit. That sounds awesome until you have to start putting this list together. This list was hard because there are so many collab partners, and I will have all of those bitches linked in the down box below. Go check out all of them along with the playlist that will have all of our videos together. So if you are on a dark journey, this is a playlist that you want to check out, and you don't want to miss a single one of these ladies, okay? You don't want to miss them. Just saying. It would be a bad day if you did. Anyway, when it came to making my list, I had a hard time. And then I had a really dark thought. So if you'd like to find out what I put on my dark recommendation list, grab yourself a drink, have yourself a seat, and let's find the fuck out. Okay, so dark thought. We all know I love to talk. We all know I love to stand out. We all know it, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and deny it, okay? I talk on the internet because I want to. And so when I was making this list, I was finding that now, I have not seen any of the other girls' videos. I'm making this blind. I have not seen any other girls' videos. But I feel like because of some of the women that are included in this collab, there's going to be a lot of crossover books. I have a gut feeling we're going to see a lot of Pam Godwin. We're going to see a lot of Mo Jones, Michelle Hurd, Sophie Lark, just to name a few, okay? Just name a few. There's tons more. I know there's going to be tons more. And I feel like we're also going to find a lot of off-the-wall ones that I've never even heard of. And I'm going to be like, what? Sign me the fuck up. I feel like we're going to do that. But something I didn't think we might have is a dark series rec video. So to include in this dark collab, I wanted to kind of throw my own spin. So my recommendations are all dark series that I have completed up until the point of all the books being released as of right now. So without further ado, let's get fucking talking, okay? Let's get fucking talking. Now, there is one series that I would love to put on this list, but technically I have not finished it. That was my main thing, is I had to finish all the books that have been released in this series to date as of right now to put them on this list. So as of today, when I'm filming this, which is October 2nd of 2024, all of these books have been released and you can read them. And this is the ending point of the series at this time. Okay? Just want to clarify that in case you guys are watching this past dated and it's changed. So I have read all of these books. So I can, in good conscience, talk about each one of these books and its level of darkness. There's one series that I want to bring out that I have not completed, but I do want to bring it up. And I'm sure you're going to see it on other people's videos, but there's a reason it's on here, because it's fucking dope. And that is the Deliver series by Pam Godwin. I have only read up to book 5. So I know all of these books are going to be dark because Pam Godwin is literally the queen of dark, okay? She is. But everything up to book 5 is really fucking dark, guys. Really fucking dark. It's amazing. You have to read these in consensual in order. They don't read them by themselves because you'll lose the beauty of a lot of these books. But I just want to give this series a shout out just because it's near and dear to my heart, and I am a fucking Van fan if there ever was one. He's from book 2. He's this one. Yeah. That's Van. But there you go. I just want to bring that one up. But now let's talk about the series that I have actually completed that I think are dark and I think you guys should give a shot. All right, so the first one is Wicked Doms by Jane Henry. It is a trilogy, okay? So we have The Bratzva's Baby is the first one, The Bratzva's Bride, and then The Bratzva's Captive. You do not really have to read these in order because they are interconnected standalones. You do not really have to read these in order. However, I do recommend it. And I do actually have a whole series review of this exact whole series. I'll link it right here if you guys want to go check it out. And I talk about each individual book and all of its continuity, breakdowns, what works, what doesn't work. However, what I need to tell you why I think this is dark. So this is mafia romance. It is Bratzva mafia romance, you know, the Russian kind. Yeah, where they're full of tattoos and they don't give a fuck. Tattooed heroes all the way. And this is also BDSM. So if you like mafia, ta-da! If you like Bratzva, ta-da! If you like BDSM, ta-da! If you like tattooed heroes, ta-da! If you like really fucking hot sex scenes, here you fucking go. Here you fucking go. Okay? Here you go. So we have Casimir, Damien, and Maxim. 3 guys that I hope you will give a shot to, and I love this. There is a spin-off series for this, Ruthless Doms. I will recommend reading Wicked Doms first over Ruthless Dom, just because Ruthless Dom's a little more vanilla compared to these guys. But these guys, you get BDSM techniques, you get BDSM lifestyle components, and you get BDSM healing abilities in all 3 of these. So you have dark and fun and spicy and just dripping in excellence. Now, I will admit, I did actually listen to all 3 of these on audiobook. Highly recommend that format, but the books read really, really fast and they are a good time. And just so you know, these are my men, okay? These are my boys. These are my boys. Mine, okay? I love them. I love them. I love them. I want to kiss them. I want to hold them. And I want them to do dirty, dirty things with me because this might not be the darkest series on this list. It might not be the darkest series you ever read. But for me, these are just my perfect pitch black. The next series I want to talk about is a near and dear one to me. This series has meant the world to me. It actually has gotten me started back into booktube. When I read the first book, I fell back in love with it and I wanted to talk about it, and I kept talking and my friend just got tired of hearing me. So my husband was like, get your channel back. This is one of the reasons why I am back here, guys, and allowed and being part of this collab. So, and that series is actually 2 series combined because this bitch is amazing. That is the Touch of Darkness series by Scarlett St. Clair and the Hades saga combined. So let's just break this down. Okay, so this whole series, and I'm just gonna put this one book right here, up here for right now, so we can like have some viewing pleasure here. This series, the Touch of Darkness series, is a Hades and Persephone retelling, the Greek mythology Hades and Persephone. I'm a huge Hades and Persephone fan, so this thing was really drawn to me. But it's set in modern day times, modern Greece, urban fantasy style, okay? The Touch of Darkness side of this series is Persephone's perspective of the entirety story. And this series includes Touch of Darkness, Touch of Ruin, Touch of Malice, and then the final installment that just released, Touch of Chaos. So this part of the series is 4 books, okay? The first 3 are Persephone's perspective. Touch of Chaos, we do something really fun with this one. Since this is the final installment to the series, what Scarlett St. Clair did is, because this series took off, she decided to give everybody Hades' perspective. Her fans wanted Hades. So she gave us Hades' perspective in these books. Now, Touch of Darkness, A Game of Fate is Hades' perspective of this book. So this slips in right here. Touch of Ruin is A Game of Retribution from Hades' perspective. We just slide that bad boy right in there because he slides in a lot with Persephone. Super spicy. And then we have Touch of Malice, which is the equivalent of Game of Gods of Hades saga. So here is the base series right here, where we get the whole story. And she does a really good job of giving a lot of extra stuff in each book, so you're not just getting the same story in each one, just from a different perspective. You are getting new information. But when she got to Touch of Chaos to close the series out, this is where she combined both perspectives into one book. So this is the entirety of the series, ladies and gentlemen, right here. This dark, gothic, Hades and Persephone retelling that literally has me weeping in more places than just my eyes, okay? I was pissed off, I was happy, I was crying, I was sad, I was happy, I was horny, oh my God, Hades is a god in more ways than one. And the arcs in this story, where she takes the story, how she weaves in modern day with ancient Greek mythology, and how she ties in all these characters, fucking phenomenal. A lot of people have some hate for Touch of Darkness because they don't like the way Persephone is perceived. Trust me, get past it, because that bitch fucking rocks throughout the rest of the series. This thing is bad ass, and I love it. I love it with all my heart. This is one of my favorite series. Scarlett St. Clair is one of my favorite authors. I love her. She is dark, not as dark as there is actually out there. There is darker, but for the most part, she is spicy, she is dark. We have murder, we have revenge, we have matricide, we have patricide. I mean, they're fucking Greek gods, okay? Let's just be honest. That shit's just fucking bonkers anyway. But then we add the complexities of a love that is fated, but yet doomed. It's just, oh, so much awesome. Also, we do have some abduction in here. There is some sexual assault as well, so some heavy triggers. We have some BDSM triggers, a lot of post-traumatic stress disorder triggers, a lot of triggers in this series, in each one of these books. Not each one of these books shows it, but you will include a lot of them. But I love this series. This series is a 5-star series through and through. I can't wait till I get to reread this thing again. I had such a good time with this one, and now it's completed. Right here, baby, right here. And what an ending it is. You gotta, it's not just a touch of chaos. It is a world of chaos. But goddamn, is it pretty. So, definitely recommend this one. If you've read Touch of Darkness and you're a little leery about continuing with it, trust me, continue on with it. But definitely, I highly recommend, if you're going to read this series, read it in this order. Read it, Touch of Darkness, Game of Fate. Read the dual perspective. Read the dual perspective. Read the dual, and then this one when it combines it. Don't read just Persephone's. Don't read just Hades. Read them intertwined and connected, because you will see a story that is so well thought out, so on point, so inclusive that you're just going to cry in more places than one. Enjoy Hades. There's enough of him to go around. Oh, I love this series. My babe. My baby. My baby. I love him. The next series that I want to talk about is not one that people would even think is actually pretty dark. When you look at these covers, don't let it deceive you. Don't let it deceive you at all. And that is the Friday Night Lights series by Abby Glines. Not Friday Night Lights, Field Party series. Sorry, this is called the Field Party series by Abby Glines. Don't let these beautiful sun-drenched covers kid you, because these books, although they might be YA in style, these books contain some pretty heavy-hitting triggers that teenagers shouldn't have to deal with, but they do deal with. Don't get me wrong. They have a lot of hope. They have a lot of peace. They have a lot of love. But they also have a lot of pain. A lot of it. Okay? Abby Glines, the way she writes this series is we have some very, like I said, head-hitting triggers. We have suicide. We have murder. We have rape. We have prejudice. We have narcissism. We have fat shaming. We have a lot of fucking shit. A lot of we have unwed mothers. We have Jerry Springer type fucking families. This one right here. Jerry Springer, right fucking there, okay? We have got a lot of heavy hitting emotional topics. But the way that she writes this book, this book series, every single book she writes the kind of same way. She has these really heavy hitting triggers, but yet when you're reading them, you're not focused on the dark. You are not. You are focused on the hope of the other side. The dark is there, but she points you and focuses you on the light and what you can do to get through it, what our characters can do to strive, how they can work together to overcome the differences and the pain and strife they are going through. I fucking love this aspect about this series. That's why I'm putting it on this. No, is it essentially not that dark? Out of all the series that I'm talking about, this is the grayest, okay? But it does have some of the most real hitting triggers, the most authentic hitting triggers, if you will. Here, we have death of a sibling. We have death of a parent, witnessed. We have the death of another parent from cancer, okay? This one, Jerry Springer fucked up incestual family, okay? This one is unwed mother from a sexual assault. Yeah. This is being hurt on the field and losing your dream and having to deal with a whole new fucked up situation. Probably the greatest. Probably the lightest of all of them. Fat shaming. Let's see, what do you got with this one? Oh, yeah. Two worlds coming together at the wrong time. Tell me that's not a dark fucking topic for teenagers to deal with. And the culmination. Okay? Heavy hitting issues that teenagers deal with on a regular basis. So if you're looking for like a dark YA series, this is not inherently very spicy, but the triggers are dark and they are real. And there are real things that sometimes teenagers do have to deal with. And the way she deals with them is she focuses on the light, and that's what you see. You see the hope on the other side, and it gives you hope. It gives you this sense of everything is possible because of who these characters are going through this. So whatever you're going through on your own, these books can kind of help you get through it. I know they did me. And that's why I'm putting on this list, because I love this series. It's fun, and they also read hella fucking fast, okay? Highly recommend this one, but don't let the beautiful colors fool you. There's a lot of heavy in here. There's a lot of heavy, but it's worth it. Trust me. And the last series I want to recommend is one of the darkest series that I have completed to this date, and that is the Loveletting Series by Kristin Marziatis. And that is Haunt, Stay, Curse, and Ghost. The fourth installment, Slave, is actually being released this month. A little something about this series. As you can see, it is a chunker, okay? This is a commitment series. But we have a trigger warning page that is this long, okay? And you see every single one of these triggers. The beautiful thing about this series is, as dark as the triggers she uses in this series, they're all for a purpose. None of them are shock value. They all serve a purpose. As a matter of fact, this book right here was my book of the year in 2023. Book of the year right here. Also cover of the year. I love these covers. I mean, look at the aesthetic of these. These are just essentially beautiful covers anyway. I mean, Patrick Tillman. Okay? But this is the story of Mac and Charlotte, along with a plethora of other characters that you will meet. Mac is a serial killer. Charlotte's a good girl, a runaway. And they meet. And shit fucking happens. And then more shit happens. And what Christina does is she takes characters that you're supposed to hate and you end up loving. And characters that you love, you end up hating. And she will eviscerate every character on the page. No character in this series is safe from death, from life, from love, from pain. Nobody. It is amazing. I get lost in this series so much. I actually reviewed every single book in this series. I will link the playlist right here. I have done full book reviews on every single one of these books because not only am I a friend of Kristina's, but I'm also a gigantic fan of these books. I actually found her book through Reezy Discovery and I reviewed it and she liked it that she asked me to review the rest of the series. And then through that, we have become the best friends. I mean, this bitch is like my other half, okay? She is. I love her and I love her stories. I recommend these books all the time because I think they're fucking phenomenal. They're well written, they're engrossing, they're mesmerizing, you get lost in them. They are a dedication, okay? They are a thick tome. You need time. You need to give it the time to understand it, and you have to understand the writing style of these books. They are not told in a straight pattern. They are like a fucking jigsaw puzzle, 3D Rubik's Cube out of the fucking space cosmos, okay? It's fucking insane. But I love every single dark moment in every single one of these books. This is a series that when you're ready for the commitment, I guarantee you won't regret it. But make sure you're ready because this is a commitment. This series is a commitment because this is just 3 of the 16 books that she's already written. Yeah. One of the darkest series on my shelf. And also one of the most beautiful because this is definitely a series that epitomizes the phrase that I used to say, the dark is beautiful. And people can find beauty in the dark, and this is definitely it right here. 5-star series as well. Definitely recommend these. Look at those. Ooh, so pretty. Those are my dark series recommendations. I hope you guys found some light in this. I know this is a dark recommendation, but I hope you have seen the light to go and try some of these dark series and understand that they're not just, dark doesn't have to be scary. It can be really sexy. It can be daunting, but beautiful and mesmerizing. It can be exotic. It can take you to new places, show you new things and new techniques. Or it can be relatable and give you a little bit of hope through your dark days. Those are my recommendations. I hope you guys enjoy this, and please do check out the rest of those lovely ladies' recommendations in the collab playlist, which has been linked down below. I love you guys, and remember, everything is better in the dark.